Hey there, hackers. I built an app. So the app that I built is for Android phones. It used to be built in Java, but then around November or December 2017, I decided, heck with it, I'm going to jump on the bandwagon and change it to Kotlin. So, what does this application do? Well, the application is basically nothing more than a simple timestamping or journaling application that you would use. It's nothing more than a glorified text editor. The first major issue that I had with any Android phone is that out of the box, it has a really crappy note-taking application, and sometimes you can't really even save it to a text file. I wanted to be able to save stuff to a text file so that way I could pull it in my Unix or my Linux distro and go crazy on it. Now, yeah, I got it. You got open source and you've got a whole app store to choose from. Why do you have to build your own? Because that's no fun. When compared with the overwhelming sea of options, I decided to go ahead and pull out my trump card. But all jokes aside with that, I decided to build it myself because it would be easier for me to control and to understand what's going on in the background. I mean, why use it when I can build one and, get something to put on my resume while I was at it? So that's what I did. What are you doing, Muffin? You're a good girl. That's my puppy. She's my girl. Yeah, okay, I know I smell good. Yes, you smell good too. So you know how people like to come up and talk to you and remind you of stuff that you're supposed to be doing right now? Yeah, I gotta do that. So let's just go ahead real quick and let's just, I'll continue this in my car. Yep. Okay, so what does this thing do? First thing is first, it saves everything as a text file, right? It's very simple. You can create new files, you can open files, you can't delete them. That's on purpose. You can do other things with a little taskbar on the bottom. You can navigate left or right based off of either the current word, the current line, or to the top or, the beginning or the end of the document, depending on how many times you tap it. Also, you can do timestamps, so it takes the current hour and minute and 24-hour time only, because that's just neater and I like it that way. You can save manually by hitting a button, or after you enter so many characters, then it will autosave for you. Then you also have the option to undo. Now, it autosaves on every change you make, and I used to have it where it would autosave after every single change. But that didn't work out too well, because what happens if you hit the backspace button and then it just, for some reason, holds it too many times, and next thing you know, you deleted a whole paragraph with very important information. But then I decided to build in auto-logging calls, so if anyone would call me, it would say it's incoming. If it's outgoing, it would log that. Not only the Markdown support and stuff like that, but I decided, yeah, heck, you know what I'm going to do with it now? I'm just going to go ahead and build a dark mode for it, and, dark mode is its own step. So that's where I'm kind of at right now, is I came out of dark mode and exporting preferences. So you know how you would set the color for a file? Now that can be exported. Also, any of the preferences such as auto-logging calls, such as, any kind of formatting options that you use, what mode you're in, whether it's dark mode or light mode. It's still a very hefty work in progress, and there's a lot that needs to be done with it. But yeah, so that's what the phone application does. It's called DailyDroid. It's free, Libre, open source, released under GNU GPL v2 license. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. Thanks for watching, have fun, and Hatty hacking. Okay, don't do that while driving. And now I've got an idea for it. Hatty hacking. Yeah. Hatty hacking. Hatty hack. Ow. That doesn't work out too well.